So let's do an example, changing this complex number into exponential form. So for me, it's always a good idea to draw it. So the real axis is 5, and the imaginary axis is -7. So here's my complex number down here, and I want to find the length of it, and I want to find the angle. So the angle is around there. It starts from the positive axis, positive real axis, and goes around anti-clockwise. So my first thing is going to be that r squared equals 5 squared plus -7 squared, which is 25 and 49. 25 and 49, I think the calculator square it's not going to be nice. So 25 and 49 is that. The square root of that is, call it 8.6. So I've gone into decimals here for some reason, but never mind. So r is 8.6, and my angle is going to be tan inverse of b over a. So I'm definitely going to need a calculator to work that one out. So calculator in, make sure I'm in radians. Yes, I am. So we're going to go inverse tan of -7 over 5 is -0.951. Okay, so in exponential form, I could write this as I'll call it z. My complex number is r e to the j -0.951. Okay, and that's a perfectly good complex number. Where my negative angle is this angle in here, -0.951. If I wanted it as a positive angle, I could simply have worked out this whole angle around here, which will be 2 pi take away that one. So the positive angle would be 2 pi less 0.951, which is 2 pi less 0.951, 5.332. So I could equally have well said that it equals, I should have put a number in here instead of r, 8.6 e to the j 5.332. Okay, so that should really be an 8.6 there. I want the number for there rather than just slopping in a casual r. I can actually put the number in it. So this complex number here I could write as z equals 5 minus j7. I could write it as 8.6 with an angle of -0.951. I could write it as 8.6 cis with an angle, which I could use either of the angles because they're both the same. So any of those things are all the same ways of writing this complex number. So I have a complex number in Cartesian form, in polar form with the angle as the notation, and polar form with the cis notation, or in exponential form. A whole lot of different ways of writing the same thing, and each one is different, is useful for a different process, which we'll talk about in the future.